Well, good day, tubes. How's she going? Happy New Year to everybody. This is New Year's Day, Eve day kind of thing. We're going to do a weed whacker startup. Some old, some new, some brand new, some never used. One or two that are our daily drivers, and then some that we haven't had going for quite a while. And then after, we're going to fire up the blowers here, and we're going to blow something up. Should be great. Anyway, so we got a few models here. Blowers to start with, the BR600 backpack blower, pretty good little unit. And a little handheld, what is that one? An SH55. It's not the deluxe model of that one. The other one has like a little paddle on it where you can kind of keep the throttle on. This you can just lock on. It's got a little bit better handle on the nicer one too, but that's a good little unit. Here we have our brand new, never used, about 10 years old FS94R, sorry. And it's like a traditional, what I'm going to call traditional two-stroke. You know, it still works on the basic two-stroke principle, where the rest of these are all like a four mix. They have valves and stuff in them. Anyways, and then this one, next one here is an FS90 that was given to me by my buddy Mike. He, I don't think he used it too much either, and I actually haven't either, but it's got the old bicycle handle on her. It's a little different than I'm used to. And next to our daily drivers here, this is an FS90R. Basically the exact same thing, only this one has the bike handle and this one doesn't. And a little bit beefier, we're going to go to the FS111R. It's a pretty good unit, uses a lot of gas, pretty hard on fuel, but it does run really good and lots of power. And I didn't bring any attachments for this guy, but this is the KM split shaft 130R, big feller, really hard on gas. And maybe last but not least, we'll try the old handheld HS something S45 hedge trimmer. And oh yeah, we got this one here too. Forgot about this guy. This is a little split shaft one I got from my wife from years and years ago, and it's a FS38. Lots of compression in this thing, just brutal. It almost hurts you to start it, but it does run, and we'll see if everything fires up here, and then we'll leave the blowers to last, because like I say, we're gonna blow something up. Oh man. Well, let's start maybe from, oh, you're welcome. Thank you for heating me. Let's start with, I guess, our smallest one here, which would be, it looks like our FS90s, and then the 94, and then the 111, and then the, like I say, I didn't bring any attachments for this guy, but we'll just fire him up. That's pretty much not a daily driver, that one we'll say, but it does get a bit of work out here and there when I got to do something with it. So, okay, so we'll take these outside, fuel them up. The first FS90R won't need fuel. It should be good. We'll just take them out and fire them up. The second one here with the bicycle handle will, and the 94 will. The 111 won't. This one won't. This one won't need fuel. And these don't need fuel. So, should be good. I just got to fuel up a couple here. Oh, this will need fuel too whenever we get to this guy. But, okay, let's take out the FS90 and give him a buzz. Okay, so a few specs on the FS90s. These are going to be both the same, the R and the bicycle handle one here. So we got a displacement of 1.73 cubic inch. 28.4 cc. Power output 1.3 horsepower, I think they're rating that at. Weight is, now this is kilograms, I apologize for that. It's 5.8 kilograms, so you can mathematically convert that. It's quite a bit. It's not too bad though. Sound level decibel is 104. That's not bad. It's a bit loud. Vibration level, I'm not going to get into all that. Total length, cutting to a brass blade, cutting diameter 420 millimeters. There's not really a whole lot of specs on this one here, but let's fire it up here. Like I say, this is my, basically my daily driver here, and should start right up, hopefully. So these ones are pretty cool. They're a little bit different on the 111 though. They did change it a bit. I like these throttles a little better than the other one. It's got more like a little tab, where this has got more of a, I don't know, it feels more substantial. But anyways, that's your stop there, straight ahead stop. And that's like your normal run position. And then if you want to give it a bit of a high idle. You squeeze that in, push the top of course, squeeze that in, pull that down, let that off, see how that kind of works, and then boom, then it idles down. And then up on the motor part here, you've got your choke, so we got to turn that on. There's a primer here. That just helps prime the carburetor from the fuel tank, recirculates kind of thing. And start pulling your heart's content. Should. Cold yet. 4 strokes, I like to warm up a bit. I want to warm up. Looks like it's not dragging up enough fuel. Interesting. Might have sucked in some dirt. That's good. Not wanting to go to that high speed. That's interesting. Well, we might have to look at the carburetor on this guy. It's got fuel, right? That's the first thing you should probably check. Yeah, it's right out of fuel. Okay, there's your problem. Okay, but it ran. It did run pretty good, but it was running out of fuel, so that's the FS90R. Sweet. We'll grab the bicycle handle here. And I haven't had it going since our last little go here, but we'll fuel him up and then see if he'll start. Alright, basically the same exact specs, although this one has a different fuel cap here, and I don't really particularly like those styles of fuel caps. We'll put a bit of juice in her. That ought to be enough. We'll see if she'll go. We'll give her some priming. I feel like that's priming too well. I can't really tell though because it's needs a new primer, I think, put in it. Well, we'll give her a try here. Okay, so yeah, same specs. Put this one down here though, maybe. Oh yeah, I got fuel there now. Okay. So yeah, same starting, just a little bit different location. Put that to start. That guy on and pull through your heart's content. Uh-oh. Might have to look at this one. Might cheat the system a little bit here though, and maybe see if this one's going to be too much of a pain to get going. She might need a going through. Let's give her a quick little shot here. Somewhere. Where the heck does it get its? to say they do run great when you do have fuel in them. Makes a big difference. Seems to anyhow. Okay, so the FS94, you're going to notice it's going to sound a lot different if it starts. So 10.1 pounds, cutting width of 16.5 inches. This is all SAE for you guys, that's good. Engine power is 1.2 horsepower. Fuel capacity is 18.3 ounces. Displacement 24.1 cc, so about 24 cc. And like I say, the full-blown two-stroke this one. And we'll fill it up here, and then I'll show you some specs here on it, or the operations of it here too. This one, I don't know, I bought it brand new, and I've had the old two-strokes before, and I don't know, didn't really like them too much. They were good, but you're constantly tuning them, it seemed. Okay, so let's get these up here. Same sort of deal again, although this has got the throttle on it that I don't particularly really like, this style. I don't know, it's a lot different than what I'm kind of used to, I guess, but this is nice too because it's got a push button stop. So pretty good there. And then this guy here is actually a you could just set like so much throttle, so you can just hold it like that all day kind of thing, or if you need more, then you can push past. It goes screaming, right? So I just leave her up full there. So yeah, got to set nothing down here, which is interesting, but down here on this you just have to turn that on there, and that's it. Let's see if we can get her priming here. Let me get her down. Oh yeah, she's priming. You can definitely tell all of a sudden it takes off, right? Alright, so this is going to sound a lot different. And let's make sure you're in the shot. Yeah, pretty good there. And should just fire right up. Quite happy yet. Hear the difference, all right. I don't know, I didn't really like using these over the years when I first come out with these, you know. They just sound like they gotta be screaming all the time to get anything out of it. But anyways, you'll see how this thing works here, so if I don't want too much throttle on, go down more, or if you need more, it's just kind of cool though, the one button done, right? But I don't know, these ones are, they're good back in their days and stuff with the full-blown two-strokes, but these four strokes are so much better now. I don't know. I don't particularly like these ones a whole lot. Okay, one of our daily drivers, 111R. It's a big unit, this one. It doesn't feel a lot heavier, which is kind of nice. It's got lots of fuel in it though, so that should be good, but I'll read you some specs here on it. So this guy is 12.1 pounds. Cutting with the 16.5, they're about all the same there. Engine horsepower is 1.4. 24 ounce fuel capacity, displacement of 31.4 cc. Pretty good little unit though. I do like this one, but I don't like the throttle. I'll show you that here. I don't like the throttle finger dewey on it, though. I like the other ones a lot better. These ones, they kind of seem to really chintzy out on them. I don't know. These are, I don't know, they're just kind of flimsy. Got the same push button as that last one though, the 94R, and the same kind of choke here on this too. With this guy here, you just kind of put her in. Gotta use my other hand, and that's it. Give her some priming. This is one of our daily drivers. This one, oh, this one's probably got about I have 100 hours on it now, maybe 200. I don't know. We don't keep track fully of that. Okay. Should fire right up. Pretty good machine. Now you might be wondering, why is your handle not right? It should be like that, right? You should have your handle like this. Well, yeah, that's great, but then when you're using it like this, and you're weed whacking with it, this part here on all of them is always, especially with ours, it's always jabbing you in the leg, right? All the time it's hitting you in the leg. So I turn them sideways, and then you get way more movement there rather than this thing jabbing you to, you know, around to here, right? So you can do a whole lot better. It's not quite as comfortable maybe, but you get used to it. So that's pretty sweet. That's fired right up. That's our daily driver though. This is one Dylan uses a lot of the time, so he likes this one, but I like the smaller one a little better. Okay, so we got the big guy here, the KM130R. Like I say, this thing's pretty hard on fuel. It's older style. It got a little bit in it. Should be enough for firing it up. It's got the split shaft where you can put on like the leaf blower attachment, which I had one once, I don't now. And you can put on hedge trimmer, rototiller, chainsaw, weed whacker head attachment or blade, edger, like there's an edger. There's all kinds of stuff you can get for these. Pretty sweet. So this thing should fire right up. Same again though with older style. With the choke there, you got to turn that guy on and prime it, and set your fast there. And this thing runs really good because I got the valves like perfectly set on it. They like their warm up though. Yeah, this thing runs really, really good. You just hear the power of it though. The thing just screams. Let me give you some specs on that. Sorry, I forgot specs. Okay, so that one here is 36.3, get that right, cubic centimeters or cc. Power output of 1.4 horsepower, no, 1.9. Weight is 4.6 kilograms. Sound level is 112. It's pretty high. Not too bad though. What? Length to coupling sleeve is 92 centimeters, whatever that is. So there's got to be some better specs on here. Let me look up some more. Combi motor. Yeah, this is what we're after. Specifications. Okay. Gas 1.9 horsepower, 24 ounce fuel capacity, 36.3 cc. Yeah, so that's good. Okay, we got one we missed here. I keep forgetting because it's hanging on the wall here. Let me just grab them down. This is the little split curve shaft guy here, and this is the FS38. Pretty good little machine, but it does have a huge amount of compression in it. Sometimes it's actually hard to pull over. Let me look up specs on this guy. Okay, so this little guy is well, it weighs 4.2 pounds, 4.2 kilograms, 9.2 pounds. Displacement of 27.2 cc with the horsepower. That doesn't seem right, but they're saying 0.87, so it's not even a horsepower. Okay, I guess that's a pretty small one, yeah. But yeah, this thing, you gotta really watch this one. I don't like the design of it, because if you're not careful where you're pulling, let me grab it here and show you. You gotta make sure your hand's around the starter handle in this, because I've done it before on this. If you get pulling this guy and you get your finger out, all of a sudden you're catching her in the back here. Man, I'll tear a fingernail off before you know it. That kind of sucks. So, same thing again though. This is just choke here. That's your choke. We'll give her some priming. This doesn't feel right. Might need to work on this guy a bit too here. I don't think that's sucking fuel. We do have some in it. You know, maybe there's enough compression in there, so it'll suck the fuel in. And a little on-off switch here. And then this has got like a weird kind of lock there for your throttle. Well, let's see if she'll go here. So you really got to watch your fingers on this one. Oh, uh-oh. We may have some more problems other than that. She might be needing a bit of a recoil work here. She might be a little sticky. Let me grab carb spray here just in case I'm missing my straw off it. That's great. I don't think she's drawing fuel. That's the primer. Oh, there she comes, maybe. It's taking forever to suck it back up, though. Holy smokes, just fired right up. I don't really like that too much, so it must be sticky in there. The button doesn't work either. I don't know when it started doing that. Might have to look at this guy. We'll maybe keep him for a little project through the winter here. Oh boy. Alright, we'll try to fire this guy up here. So this is our HS45 string trimmer. Hedge trimmer. I got the trimmer part right. 10.4 pounds, probably without fuel. I would imagine it'd be dry. 18-inch cutting length. Strokes per minute, so that's, you know, the old in and out, up and down, back and forth, here and there kind of thing. 3,700. It's one horsepower basically. 7.8 ounces of fuel, 27.2 cc. Now this time, last time I went to try to get this going, somebody wanted to borrow it, actually my stepdad, and it was misbehaving quite a bit, so it might be still misbehaving. I don't know, we'll see here. We'll put some fuel in her. It doesn't hold very much, it didn't have a huge tank on it, but let's see if they'll prime up here or not. The primer's getting pretty hard. think the little grommets that go into the tank were leaking too, so that's why I didn't really fill her up too far. It's not priming though, which is not good. You can hear it move in the air. But she's not priming, so that's not a good thing. And we'll put the choke on here. I'm going to flip her back around. And this I might need to get a carb kit for it. Okay. Let's do this little trick. And get this guy out of here. She might need a carb kit. Yeah, kind of thinking. I don't want to spray too much of this in because that will kind of wash the cylinder down a little bit, right? Let's just see though. Probably should have a kit put in it. Not quite happy, is it? Oh, now she's priming. Yeah, she's going through the system now, so that's a good thing. We can put this filter back in. Lock that. Doesn't want to stay running though. That's running on full choke, by the way, there. So that's not a good thing. Yeah, we're gonna have to go through this guy. Just want to make sure this button's working. It's working. Okay. Well, that's the HS45. Looks like we need to do a bit of work on him. Yeah, and I think, if I remember right, the little grommet here where the fuel line goes in was kind of leaking a bit. If I can get the fuel to go down there. But anyways, they will swell back out. And then it might never leak again, but what can you do? Anyways, looks like we need to go over that guy. Another project, yay! Okay, the handheld leaf blower SH55. Let's see if I can get some specs on this. No, I don't want owner's manual. Well, that's that there. I'm only coming up with owner manuals. Manual. SH455. SH55 is what I looked up. Interesting. There's no specs on this thing. Well, it's probably like 2457cc, something like that. Okay, so I got a few specs in this. 11.5 pounds, gas powered, blowing force in standard mode. I think there's only one mode, just on or off, but anyways, it says 13 newtons, whatever that is. 70 decibels, wind air velocity is 159 miles per hour. That's what we're after. Air volume of 412 CFM, cubic foot per minute. This has you can put a bag on the side here, and then, on the front here, and then you can suck leaves out the side here, and it has a capacity of 1.5, whatever that is. Maybe bushels, maybe. Engine power, just under a horse. 27.2 cc, 18.3 ounces of fuel. Alright, this is a pretty good little unit here. I use this kind of around the sawmill here too. It runs pretty good. It did anyways. So same thing again, lock on, chokes here, older school. See, this is the way they should prime, nice and easy. Well, that one's taking a bit now, but that usually means it's not sucking out of the tank fast enough, which probably needs like a fuel filter put in it or just cleaned out. Let's see here. Oh, please get back here, bud. That one works pretty good. Like I said earlier, we're going to blow something up. You're going to have to wait until the end because we're going to get the backpack blower out, here and show you the specs and fire it up too. So we'll just put this guy here for now. We'll get the big backpack out. All right, I'm going to move the camera. The guy's so big. So gas powered, 21.6 pounds, I think, before fuel's in it. That holds like a gallon of fuel in it. It's quite a bit. It does use a lot though when you're really blowing it. It does use a lot of fuel. Blowing force in standard mode, again, I don't know what that means, to 32 newtons. Sound pressure rating of 75 decibels. It actually is fairly quiet. 238 miles an hour wind volume. Holy. Air nozzle volume. Air nozzle. Yeah, try that again. Air volume at nozzle is 677 CFM. 3.8 horsepower. Pretty big unit. Fuel capacity of 47.3 ounces. Displacement of 64.8 cc. Good unit, but I watched one of Terrell's videos, if you watch Terrell on there, on the YouTube stuff, and he had a customer bring one of these in and it quit running, blah, 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 so he tore it all down, found out it was wrong. The bearing, that should be in on, where was that now? One of the bearings in the engines anyways, it should have been a bearing, I think on the piston. There's usually like a bearing in there on the crankshaft, and it apparently only has, in these things, it only has a bushing. So if someone doesn't run like a very good amount of oil in there, that bushing wears out and the engine falls apart. So I didn't really like that when he was saying that, but anyways, this has like a off there, and then oh, that's off there, sorry. And then this would be your throttle lock. I don't really like that because then sometimes if you take the throttle lock off, if you take the throttle lock off here, it'll you have to push down on this guy to get it off, and then it'll sometimes go bypass, and it's one of those things that as soon as you push you off, it's done. So it's like, and then you got to try to reach behind you and pull and start it. So don't really like that design too much, and I don't generally use the lock on unless I'm doing a whole lot of work. But same Dewey here again. This has a really cool air filter in it. It's like a big, long, weird shaped thing. The thing here, I can show you that. All the other air filters in the other machines today have been, they're just kind of boring. They're not really much to them. But this one's pretty cool. There's another one here I forgot about. This is when they started integrating into the foam stuff, right? So it's kind of a weird thing, but that's your air filter. And it's not terrible dirty yet. I should probably have a couple of these on spare, but I don't really use this thing a whole lot. But anywho, yeah, so that's got to fit in there and then kind of jam all back in. Make sure it's all sealing good, and then this cover goes back on, and there you go. So I always run a little bit extra oil in my stuff anyways. They say 50 to 1, but I always run probably about a 45-ish, maybe mid 40s kind of thing to 1. I do 100 milliliters of oil to the 1 gallon of gas. So whatever the milliliters is to you guys, cup whatever, a few ounces or whatever, to the 1 gallon of gas. But then I put just a little bit more oil in, you know, just because. All right, let's see if this thing will fire up. So this same choke again, where it's kind of automatic. Just put her to there, and then as soon as you hit your throttle, it clicks it off again. Primer. Yeah, even that primer's a little slow. All right, hang on to this baby. Vibration and all those cc's moving there. Sure moves a lot of air. Yeah, that can screw up though if you come off the, you have to be real gentle with it. But got some torque. Okay, are you guys ready to blow something up? I am. I'm waiting all day for this. All right, what are we gonna blow up? Well, here we got a 36-inch balloon the size of the nozzle on them. Holy cow. So I'm gonna go way out here on the new pad and get her up in the air and see if we can blow this balloon up. I probably should put in some earplugs. I'm gonna get this thing warmed up. Oh man, I'm glad I had earplugs in. That was awesome. Oh man, it's a good thing I got like 5 more of them. Holy smokes. Let's try another one. Okay, we got a gorgeous red balloon now. Boy, the size of the valve thingy on this, like, holy. Just way too much fun. The girls don't like it too much though. Am I in the shot? Yeah. Holy smokes! Wow-wee!
Wow!
And that's just the small balloon! Wait a sec here now. Okay, that was great fun. And that was a 36-inch balloon. That's the ones we have there. I figured for the Big Daddy we'd go a little bit all out. And we'd go with a 72-inch balloon. This thing is like rubber raft kind of thing, and it may not blow up. I don't know. This thing is huge. Holy crap.
Oh man.
Oh, it even comes with some kind of elastic thing
To tie it off, I guess.
grab that other one. So there's 72, and then the 36s that we were just doing. Holy smokes. I'm gonna have to set this thing up. I don't think I want to be near this thing. So I'm gonna zip tie it to the thing, I guess, and then set that throttle and run away and see how big she'll get. It might not even have enough strength to blow this. This is like really hard rubber raft, but we'll see what happens here. Okay, we're miles away, just because I don't know how big this thing is going to get. And I'm going to zip tie it onto the thing, and I'm going to set that throttle. I'm going to run. Something's going to happen. I don't know what. Ready?
No.
Eh?
No.
I'm not either. Oh man, this. Holy smokes! Hey! Hey! Holy, how big did that thing get?
Well, it's in the tree.
It's in the tree, it is. Look at itself in the tree. And that was a $35 balloon. Can you believe that mess? Was that really loud?
Yeah.
Like
it was loud.
Like grenade?
Yeah.
I had earplugs in, so that was good. Oh, man. Oh, my heart's pounding. We got a mess to clean up. You got a mess to clean up now.
Ah.
Wow, that was awesome. Come back down. Ah. Happy New Year's to you guys. Here's one for you. I will catch you all next year.